Now, we aren't really truly a free and democratic society anymore here in Britain. If we were, then we wouldn't have a government that's constantly trying to put us into some sort of surveillance state where they can either control or coerce us into doing their bidding. I think the government, the establishment, now so scared of the people waking up, listening to YouTubers and other places other than the mainstream media, that they're being more draconian with us. We're under threat, basically, from all sides, everywhere. At the same time, if it's not mismanaged migration, it's climate alarmism, the alarming rise of the, how can I say it, the ideology of getting away with everything. You know who I'm talking about. We had the plague. I can't say the C word, otherwise YouTube will do something to my channel. Even after all these years and the truth coming out, for some reason, the powers that be at YouTube and Google, they've stuck with that narrative. They're still stuck in 2022. And now we've got digital ID, and I'm convinced that Keir Starmer is just making it up as he goes along, as I'm about to show you in this clip. Now, I made a video on this yesterday where I said people will be fined for not having digital ID, and I was kind of half right, half wrong. It's not a fine as such, but as you'll see in this clip, he will explain to you, if you do not have digital ID, if you only have what you have now, a passport, driving license, birth certificate, household bill, or veteran's ID card, NHS card, whatever you carry to show people who you are with your photo on it, then you'll have to pay a company 85 quid to prove who you are. So it is a fine as such, but as I'm about to show you, he's just making it up as he goes along.
There are some people who may completely flat out refuse to get a digital ID. Yep. Will those people be fined?
No, this is not something you have to carry or have to produce or anything like that. And there'll be no fining of people for not having it. It'll be something which simply makes life a lot easier.
The Prime Minister faced criticism for his digital ID policy, with some people accusing him of presiding over a nanny state. However, today, at an exclusive event, Keir Starmer clarified what the digital ID might actually mean for the public.
For people who don't have a mobile phone, then this isn't mandatory. So you don't have to have it. It will make your life easier if you want it, but you don't have to have it. We're consulting on what other forms of ID would help them. Again, it won't be mandatory. You can still use your passport or your birth certificate or your 3 bank accounts if you want, however many times. You can choose to pay £85 to a company to prove that you are who you are every time you need to. Or you can take the easy route, which is get digital ID.
So Keir Starmer claims digital ID is the easy route. But if there's no fine against not having one, would you take it up?
So there we go. It's not something you have to carry, but you need it on your phone anyway, don't you? You're going to need it to prove who you are, to pay bills, apply for a job on Indeed or whatever website you use to apply. And if you haven't got it, you have to pay 85 quid. You won't be fined for having it, but you have to pay 85 quid to these companies to prove who you are using what is today, or right now, at this very moment, considered to be a valid form of ID. For example, passport, driving license, all the stuff, all the documents I just mentioned. He also said if you don't have a phone, then it's not mandatory, but it is mandatory in a way, because you don't want to be fined 85 quid, do you, every time? What if you've got multiple things to pay for, or you need to prove who you are in order to get what you want or get by, get a job, pay your bills, etc.? That's multiple 85 quids you're going to have to pay, isn't it? And he says you don't have to have it, but it'll make life easier for you. What can I say about that? I mean, the guy is quite literally making it up as he goes along. There's no plan in place, clearly. It's something they've taken out the air, pinched out the air, because they're scared of us. That's what it's all about. It's about control. They can't control us. It's like the plague passports. Remember I can't say the C word, you know what I'm talking about. That thing where they said, well, if you don't have a plague passport, if you don't have a booster, if you haven't had the jab, then you won't be able to go to work. Charlie Mullins, didn't he? That plumber fella who's now buggered off to Europe. Reform fan, weirdly, he said if any of his plumbers, any of his employees don't have the jab of the boosters, they won't be able to work. So you got idiots like that who threaten his own workforce with taking something that was experimental. And you won't be able to travel, you won't be able to have healthcare, you'll be ostracized from society unless you've had all these things. That didn't work. We kicked that into the long grass, didn't we? The public woke up eventually. People from the start were very iffy, myself included. I am proud of that I didn't take it. And I was kind of awake to the whole thing ever since the off, because it smelled fishy. It just wasn't right. Something came from nowhere, and all of a sudden they came up with a jab in months, when jabs usually take years to deal with these sort of things. And then they dished it out, and if you didn't take it, then they wanted to control your lives, didn't they? It's just like nearly said it, it's just like the plague passport. That failed, and now it's this. So this is going to fail as well. You know, thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of British people who are totally against this. You've got Europeans warning us not to take it because it's controlling their lives and it's not what they want. You know, it's a mess. There's no plan. They're going to try and bring it in. MPs are signing up to Rupert Lowe's petition to stop it. Write to your MP. Write to them, talk to them. It does work, kind of. Usually when there's something in it for them, but I think they're all waking up. It won't be just the public, it'll be them as well, and they don't want that. They don't want to be subject to surveillance, do they, and be controlled. So I think they know which side their bread is buttered, and it's in their interest to side with the people here. And there we go. For those of you yesterday, when I did the video on this, who said they can't find it anywhere, Google, for heaven's sake. People, you're not stupid. Just type in Keir Starmer, £85 fine, digital ID, just keywords. I pinned a comment on my video telling you where the link was. The link is in my community page. Someone even said, oh, I can't find your community page. I mean, seriously? Bloody hell, come on. Think for yourselves, ladies and gents. That's the kind of people I want on my channel. Anyway, there we go. I'm past 49. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments as usual. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. I'll catch you on my next video. Roger Trout.